season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got...
Breaks into the open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Doherty. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Grove. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Doherty. Safe completion on the screen. Delivers the stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Spins away from the defender. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They want to throw it. The screen, he can go. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Gonna run it. It's strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Red Wolves come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on!
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take them.
Finds his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Makes the grab on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Loss of 2. It's now second and goal.
Back to throw, it's Doherty. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Find space on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's paid. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. Makes the grab. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Doherty. Oh, they're after him. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The sure hands, it's Brewer. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking to throw, it's Doherty. Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They kick it away on fourth down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Flowers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air, it's Doherty. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rush is on him. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. You've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The RPO fired complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Bears the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking for the score. Touchdown Bears. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Hurricanes have made a statement thus far on the road. But as we know with this program, it only matters if they win. There are no moral victories in Coral Gables. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Doherty. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense that this second half ain't going to be easy.
And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So here comes the Bear offense. After a stagnant, near moribund performance in the first half, they have flat come alive, put up a touchdown the last time they had it, and now they go back to work. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Tripped up for the tackle. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Swings it out to the flat. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Back to throw, it's Doherty. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Trying the left side. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. On target to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Just keeps slinging it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Unloads quickly. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Used the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Missouri State offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Reads it, fires complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And off from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll keep it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Doherty. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. And the Bears enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.